is so fun to be here and see everybody. It's been a while. So I know you've all wondered about my class reunion. Yes, you have. I've talked about it for 2 years. One of my college students the other day remarked that he wished he had been from the class of '69 because we were so cool. Now, I reminded him that that would mean that he would be my age, and he did not care. Youngsters. Most people, I explained, know the biggies: Woodstock and the moon landing, the emergence of 1,000 bands and the British invasion, the Beach Boys, yada yada. But little facts that he did not know: Catherine Zeta-Jones was born in 1969. I know. Which might explain the ARPANET, which was the first internet. And the first ATM machine was created, not in Oklahoma, but somewhere. And Grace Slick of the Jefferson Airplane was invited to the White House for a tea party with President Nixon and was going to spike his tea with 600 micrograms of LSD. But she was thwarted by the security. Damn it! Would you not pay to see that? To these facts, my students simply replied, cool. Equally cool at the reunion were stories of high school antics. First of all, I cannot believe that these people even remember these high school antics. I know I was there, but I can't tell you one single thing that happened, but they remember in crystal clarity. I know that I'm not sure about your high school class, and please raise hands as this is true from you, but our sophisticated students thought that it just wasn't a day if we weren't jumping off of something. Anybody? Yeah, I see a lot of you. And so we thought that that was a really important height of life in the fast lane. We mused that in high school we stood up in convertibles going 70 miles an hour to the lake and jumped off suspicious tire swings, committed any number of misdemeanors at the drive-in theater, and believed that the gator was the dance of the future. In each story, local Norman police were involved. What daredevils? Nowadays, step on a water puddle, hip replacement. Some people just aren't fair, though. Lindsay Bailey put together a band for the reunion. I thought that was wonderful and that he would probably be the conductor, but no. He played the guitar, he played the horn, he played every instrument I could think of. Hell, I can barely clip a curling iron, and he was playing like an 18-year-old senior. At 8:45 Saturday night, I told my best friend Jill that if one more person came up to her and said she looked exactly like her senior picture, I was going to pinch her. That is all I'm going to say on that subject. Standing is something that I've always taken for granted. You too, probably. At the 10-year reunion, I remember sitting down and crafting decorations on the floor and then popping up like nothing had happened. I was decorating the registration table last week, certain that nobody was around to see me. The lobby was very quiet. Bending over was not the problem. Y'all, bending over is never the problem. Standing up is the challenge. So when I stood up and I had my little moment, I was certain that I was in privacy because no one was around. But then I turned around and saw that 10 people were sitting behind me. But you can't get me twice. I learned my lesson. When I decorated outside the banquet hall, I stood straight up and downgraded from to oh. And nobody was there to see that one. Everyone at the banquet committee created the most beautiful room and food that you can imagine. Spirits were high, and when the lights turned down low to recreate the dark glow of youth, I was thrilled. Then, suddenly, it was announced that we were going to film a little video of the group, and the lights came on bright white. I was horrified. I was temporarily blinded by that light, but comforted when Donna, our class president, stood back and said, "Still looking good." I hope everyone has had a chance to reunite with high school classmates. There's a nice bond on the realization that we all went through the same special era at the same time together. That we had children and children's children, successes and issues, and started on the other side of 18, glad for our hometown and proud of the accomplishments of our beloved group of people we call friends. Thank you.